by the way, the Detroit shirt. I wanted to
Yes.
shout you out for that. I know you mentioned that before.
So-
Did you went away to school? Did you go back to Detroit when you were out?
Yeah.
You did.
Not in the summers. A lot of summers I stayed in Knoxville.
So you go to so you're playing basketball in Tennessee. You're going to school. Was your family athletic? Like
My sister was a scholarship athlete.
okay, there you go. You got a brother too?
Yes.
So so you're there, you're in Tennessee, you're playing ball, you're coming back summers. You said, oh no, some summers you said you would stay down there, right?
I never came back to Detroit and worked. I always stayed down in Knoxville because they always could get you a better job doing dick for 3 times the pay because some alumni would pay you.
Right. So like you were what do I have here? Chicken processing plant? Do I
Yeah.
fucking have that correctly?
Yeah, I worked at Harrison Chicken Processing Plant, and the chickens would come in live. They'd fucking hook their feet to this assembly line thing. Like one guy's job was to take their heads and stick it in a gimmick like this, and it pulled them along, and then it was a fucking buzz saw that took their fucking heads off.
How efficient and
And they went to a room, and this fucking hot steam would hit them, and their fucking feathers would fall off. And then they would go to a room where the girls would cut it in fryer parts, and then they'd go to a room where they were put on the racks, and then they were sent to me, and there was like these 2 huge, like fucking you would like the bank vault in John Wick 1 with the broads in it. Like it was that big, and I'd put all these, I'd roll these giant trays of chicken, and I'd set the like fucking voyage to the bottom of the sea view wheel on each of them. Then Brett would press the timer. They'd cook for 43 minutes. I'd go sit on a fucking picnic table. And then when they went off, I'd have to pull them out and take them to this next room. And I only worked, basically 17 minutes out of every hour. But as soon as those things opened, it was like 170 degrees. Like you'd have to wait a minute for it, but it was so fucking hot. It was summertime. I mean, it was a nasty fucking job.
what did it smell like in that joint?
Yeah, I mean, fucking to me, it smelled like fucking dead chicken and BO.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It was those were the literal 2 aromas that you were dealing with there.
yeah.
So how do you land that? You're in Tennessee at the time, right?
Yeah.
You're at school.
Well, I'm making like fucking like $14 an hour doing this.
Back then.
Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah. And there's a lot of times fucking I just don't even show up.
Is that a
Like-
hookup through the school?
Yeah, like my girlfriend she worked in Belmead, and she was a lifeguard in Nashville, and I'd go see her. So I'd take off Friday, go see her Friday. Well, I'd be after Thursday after work. I'd go see her Friday, Saturday, to drive back Sunday night. And
What else did you do in college?
work construction.
How'd you have time? I mean, you're playing, you're practicing, yet you have a full road schedule.
Yeah, but in summertime there's no school.
Oh, you're just talking about summer. Okay.
Yeah, these are just summer jobs. Yeah.